In a forest unlike any on Earth, bathed in the eerie glow of a twin-moon sky, a terrifying scene unfolded. Mist swirled around towering crystal trees as a massive alpha predator, its eyes burning with fury, sprinted through the alien landscape. Its target? A lone human, kneeling beside two small, terrified alien younglings. The little ones clutched his jacket, their tiny bodies trembling. The alpha's gaze was locked on the human, a low growl rumbling in its chest. Defensively, the human raised his hands, a shield of flesh and bone against the coming storm. But the younglings refused to let go, their whimpers lost in the wind as leaves scattered before the alpha's thunderous charge. In a split second, the human spun around, wrapping his body around the cubs, bracing for an impact that would surely end him. But it never came. The alpha skidded to a halt, its powerful legs digging into the soft earth. Confusion warred with rage in its glowing eyes. It saw not a threat, but a protector. It saw its own young, burying their faces into the human's chest, finding comfort in the scent of an outsider. The human whispered softly, his voice a calming balm to their fear. The alpha's raised claw, sharp enough to rend steel, slowly lowered. Just then, the rest of the pack emerged from the shimmering woods, weapons raised, ready to defend their leader. They surrounded the human, who remained motionless, his focus solely on the clinging cubs. Tense, confused glances were exchanged among the warriors. What was this? Why was this strange creature shielding their alpha's young? The alpha sniffed the air. The familiar scent of its offspring mingled with the foreign scent of the human. One of the cubs, feeling its parent's presence, reached a tiny hand from the human's embrace toward the giant creature, its other hand still gripping the man's shirt. The alpha trembled, a storm of fury, disbelief, and a dawning understanding raging within it. Seeing the creature's hesitation, the human slowly extended an open, empty palm, a universal sign of peace. The alpha's gaze shifted from the human to the surrounding area. It saw broken branches and fresh claw marks on the trees, not from its own kind, but from something else, something vicious. The story of a desperate struggle became clear. This human hadn't stolen the cubs, he had saved them. He was bruised, exhausted, but his protective stance never wavered. As if to confirm this, one of the younglings tugged on the man's arm, an unmistakable gesture of affection. A wave of awe rippled through the pack. The warriors slowly lowered their weapons. The alpha stepped back, its aggressive posture melting away. It then moved closer, placing a giant, gentle paw near its cub. In a moment that would change everything, the youngling placed its tiny hand over both the human's hand and the alpha's paw, bridging the gap between two worlds. The alpha's eyes softened. A fragile smile touched the human's lips. The family was reunited, and the tension in the glowing forest finally broke. The alpha bowed its head, a gesture of profound respect. The pack escorted the human, now carrying one of the sleeping cubs, back to their village. The elders stared as their alpha explained the night's events. When the human tried to leave the cubs in their nest, they cried for him. The alpha nudged him closer, and he lay beside them until they fell asleep, the giant creature standing guard. The next day, the village celebrated their unlikely hero. The human was given glowing tribal markings of honor and a place among them. He taught the younglings earth games, helped rebuild shelters, and sat by the fire, sharing silent nods of respect with the alpha. He had entered the forest as an intruder but had become something more. As dawn's light washed over the village, it revealed the human, resting with the cubs curled against him, fully accepted not as a guest, but as a member of the pack. A true part of their family. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us for more amazing tales. See you next time.